In the heart of Russia's Ural Mountains lies a mystery that has perplexed the world for over 6 decades. Welcome to the Dyatlov Pass incident, a tale that intertwines the unknown, the unexplainable, and the unbelievable. Our story begins in January 1959, with 9 skilled young hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, led by Igor Dyatlov. They were embarking on a challenging expedition across the northern Urals, aspiring to earn the highest hiking certification in the Soviet Union. Their journey was filled with enthusiasm and adventure. These were experienced hikers, serious about their sport, yet always ready to smile for a camera. But as they neared their goal, disaster struck. Searchers found their bodies scattered over the next 3 months. Some were barely clothed. Others had severe, inexplicable injuries, such as a fractured skull, broken ribs, and a gaping head wound. Most baffling was Lyudmila Dubinina, missing both her eyeballs and tongue. The incident sparked controversy and a myriad of theories. Was it an avalanche, an attack by indigenous people, military involvement, or something more otherworldly? Despite recent research suggesting a slab avalanche, questions remain, leaving the door open to speculation and mystery. Tonight, we delve into the icy depths of the Dyatlov Pass incident. Join us as we unravel the layers of this cold case, exploring each theory, each clue, and the haunting legacy it left behind. This is more than a story of tragedy. It's a journey into the heart of human curiosity and the relentless quest for answers. What really happened on that fateful night in 1959? Let's uncover the secrets of the Dyatlov Pass. In 1959, a group of 9 young hikers, all students and alumni from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, embarked on an expedition that was to be a testament to their skills and passion for the great outdoors. Led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old radio engineering student, the group included 8 men and 2 women. Among them were engineers, economics students, and passionate adventurers. Each one of them shared a common love for the unforgiving yet majestic beauty of the Ural Mountains. Their goal was ambitious: to traverse the northern regions of the Sverdlovsk Oblast and reach Odort, a mountain 10 kilometers north of where the incident eventually occurred. This journey wasn't just for adventure. It was a rigorous trek designed to earn them Grade 3 certification, the highest level of hiking proficiency in the Soviet Union at the time. The team was well prepared and experienced. Each member was a Grade 2 hiker with significant ski tour experience, ready to take on the challenges of the harsh winter terrain. They set out in late January 1959, filled with enthusiasm and the spirit of exploration. Little did they know, their journey would become one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of adventure trekking. As we delve deeper into their journey, we find a mix of youthful ambition, expertise, and a fateful encounter with the unknown. The Dyatlov Pass expedition was more than a trek. It was a journey that bridged the line between adventure and tragedy. In late January 1959, a group of 9 adventurous souls from the Ural Polytechnical Institute embarked on a journey that would etch their names in the annals of mystery. Their destination: the challenging terrains of the Ural Mountains. The group, led by the ambitious Igor Dyatlov, arrived by train at Ivdel, a town in the northern province of Sverdlovsk Oblast. From there, they journeyed to Vizhai, the last inhabited settlement before their trek into the wilderness. In Vizhai, they prepared for the harsh days ahead, stocking up on provisions, including loaves of bread to sustain their energy. On January 27th, they began their trek toward Gora Odortin. The expedition faced its first setback when one member, Yuri Yudin, afflicted with health ailments, had to turn back due to knee and joint pain. The remaining 9 hikers continued, undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. Their diaries and cameras, later found around their last campsite, provided insights into their journey. On January 31st, they reached a highland area and prepared for the ascent. They cached surplus food and equipment for their return trip. On February 1st, as they moved through the pass, worsening weather conditions, snowstorms, and decreasing visibility led them astray. Realizing their mistake, they set up camp on the slope of Khalat Sakal. It was a decision that has perplexed the world ever since. This was the last time the group was seen alive. What prompted these experienced hikers to camp in such a perilous spot? As we delve deeper, the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass continues to unfold. The night of February 1st, 1959, marked a harrowing turn in the Dyatlov Pass expedition. What started as a venture full of hope and adventure spiraled into one of the most enigmatic tragedies in adventure history. As the group set up their camp on the slopes of Khalat Sakal, they were unaware that these moments would be their last. The temperature plummeted, and the winds howled through the pass, setting the stage for an unfathomable mystery. What transpired that night remains shrouded in mystery. The experienced hikers, who had set up their tent as they had done many times before, were about to face something that led to a tragic and baffling outcome. The last campsite of the Dyatlov group was eerily silent the next day. The tent, once a shelter against the brutal mountain weather, was found torn open from the inside, as if in a frantic escape. The belongings and equipment were left behind, hinting at a sudden and chaotic departure. Footprints led away from the campsite. Imprints in the snow made by people wearing socks, a single shoe, or even barefoot, a testament to the urgency of their flight. But to what were they running? What could have instilled such panic in these seasoned hikers that they would flee into the sub-zero night, underdressed and unprepared? The night of February 1st remains a haunting question mark in the Dyatlov Pass saga, a night that began as any other in the Ural wilderness, but ended in a mystery that continues to captivate and perplex investigators, adventurers, and mystery enthusiasts alike. On February 26, nearly a month after the Dyatlov group had set up their ill-fated camp, a search party stumbled upon a scene that would only deepen the mystery surrounding their disappearance. The group's tent, nestled on the slopes of Kalat-Sakal, was a sight of chaos and confusion. Half torn down and covered in snow, it lay abandoned, an eerie testament to the night of horror that had unfolded. Mikhail Sherevin, a student who was among the first to find the tent, described it as empty, with all the group's belongings and shoes left behind. But what was most chilling was the discovery that the tent had been cut open from inside, as if in a desperate rush to escape an unseen terror. Outside the tent, 9 sets of footprints, some barefoot or wearing just socks or a single shoe, led down to the edge of a nearby forest. The tracks suggested a hasty and disorganized departure, but to where and from what? The discovery raised more questions than answers. Why would experienced hikers, well-versed in survival tactics, leave their shelter and gear in such a state of panic? What could have driven them into the lethal cold of the Ural night? The scene at the Dyatlov Pass campsite remains one of the most baffling and disturbing discoveries in the history of mountaineering. A puzzle composed of torn canvas, abandoned gear, and mysterious footprints leading into the unknown. The grim reality of the Dyatlov Pass tragedy began to unfold with the discovery of the first bodies. What the searchers found would add layers of complexity and horror to an already baffling case. At the forest's edge, under a large Siberian pine, lay the first haunting clues. There, the searchers found the bodies of Yuri Krivonishenko and Yuri Doroshenko, both dressed only in their underwear, shoeless, and frozen in the snow. The conditions of their discovery were perplexing. Near the bodies were the remains of a small fire, and the branches of the pine tree were broken up to 5 meters high. It seemed as if one of the hikers had climbed up, possibly in a desperate attempt to locate their camp or seek refuge. Investigators were baffled. The conditions of these first bodies suggested that the hikers had succumbed to the harsh elements, with hypothermia being the apparent cause of death. But the questions were just beginning. Why were they so inadequately dressed, and what had led them to leave the relative safety of their tent? Further into the snow, between the pine tree and the camp, lay more tragic revelations. Igor Dyatlov, Zinaida Kolmogorova, and Rustam Slobodin were found at various distances from the tree, all in poses suggesting a futile attempt to return to their tent. The investigators pieced together a haunting narrative. These experienced hikers, caught in an unfathomable situation, had fought for survival against insurmountable odds. Yet, the heart of the mystery, what had driven them from their tent, remained unsolved. As the snow of the Ural Mountains silently covered the scene, the Dyatlov Pass incident began to transform from a rescue mission into an inquiry into a perplexing and tragic mystery. As weeks turned into months, the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass deepened. It wasn't until May 4th, over 2 months after the tragedy struck, that the fate of the remaining 4 hikers was finally uncovered. In a ravine, buried under 4 meters of snow and 75 meters into the woods from the pine tree, searchers found the last of the Dyatlov group. The discovery was as perplexing as it was tragic. The conditions of these 4 bodies differed markedly from the first 5. They were better dressed, and there were signs that they had taken clothes from those who had died first. The Milodubinina, for example, was wearing the burned, torn trousers of Yuri Krivonishenko, and her foot and shin were wrapped in a torn jacket. What puzzled the investigators were the severe injuries these hikers had sustained. The force required to inflict such damage was likened to that of a car crash. Yet, there were no external wounds associated with these internal injuries, suggesting they had been subjected to an extreme level of pressure. The location of these bodies, deep in a ravine, and their apparent attempt to find shelter or warmth added another layer of mystery. The evidence seemed to contradict the initial theory of hypothermia that had been applied to the first 5 bodies. The discovery of these 4 hikers not only intensified the enigma of the Dyatlov Pass incident, but also painted a picture of a desperate struggle against overwhelming odds. The pieces of the puzzle were coming together, yet the picture remained as unclear and haunting as ever. As the bodies of the Dyatlov group were recovered, a series of autopsies were conducted, each revealing more puzzling aspects of this tragic mystery. The inquest's findings only deepened the enigma surrounding their deaths. The autopsies of the first 5 bodies found seemed to indicate that they had died of hypothermia. There were no significant external injuries on these bodies, supporting the theory that the extreme cold was the primary cause of death. However, the narrative changed dramatically with the examination of the final 4 bodies. Their injuries were severe and perplexing. The force required to cause such damage was likened to that of a high-impact car crash. Notably, these severe internal injuries were not accompanied by external wounds. It was as if the victims had been subjected to a crushing force, yet their skin and outer tissues remained largely intact. Even more disturbing were the findings on the bodies found in the ravine. Some had soft tissue damage to the head and face. One of the hikers, Lyudmila Dubinina, was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Such injuries baffled the investigators, as they seemed inconsistent with the other findings. The inquest concluded that a compelling natural force had led to the deaths of the Dyatlov group. This vague explanation did little to provide closure or clarity, leaving many questions unanswered and paving the way for decades of speculation and investigation. The autopsy and inquest findings of the Dyatlov Pass incident laid the foundation for a mystery that continues to intrigue and perplex. The absence of clear answers only added to the intrigue, turning this tragic event into a lasting enigma. In the wake of the Dyatlov Pass tragedy, a myriad of theories and speculations emerged, each attempting to make sense of the baffling circumstances surrounding the deaths of the 9 hikers. One of the earliest theories implicated the local Mansi people, an indigenous group known to inhabit the region. Speculation arose that the group might have trespassed on sacred Mansi land, leading to a deadly confrontation. However, this theory quickly lost ground. Investigations showed that only the hikers' footprints were visible at the scene, and there was no evidence of a physical struggle or external involvement in the deaths. Other theories ranged from natural disasters, such as avalanches or animal attacks, to more sinister ideas like military testing in the area, secret weapons trials, or even extraterrestrial involvement. Each theory brought its own set of questions. If it were an avalanche, why were the injuries so specific and the tent cut from the inside? In the case of animal attacks, where were the signs of struggle? And if military activities were to blame, why was there no concrete evidence or documentation? The Cold War era, in which this incident occurred, added another layer of intrigue. The secrecy and paranoia of the time fueled speculations of cover-ups and clandestine operations. Despite exhaustive investigations, none of these theories could fully explain the oddities of the case, the strange injuries, the state of undress, and the chaotic abandonment of the campsite. As we sift through these initial theories, the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident only deepens, leaving us with more questions than answers. What really happened on that fateful night in the Ural Mountains remains, to this day, a matter of speculation and debate. As technology advanced, so did the interest in unraveling the Dyatlov Pass mystery. Recent investigations have employed modern forensic techniques and scientific analysis, bringing new perspectives to this decades-old enigma. Recent advancements in DNA analysis have provided new insights into the case. Although DNA tests on the bodies did not reveal any surprising familial connections or unknown individuals, they have helped confirm the identities of the hikers, ruling out some of the more far-fetched theories involving body swaps or unknown victims. Forensic experts have re-examined the injuries, applying modern knowledge of trauma and environmental effects on bodies. This has led to a deeper understanding of how such injuries might have occurred, shedding light on the possibilities of natural forces, such as an avalanche, contributing to the tragic outcomes. One of the most prominent recent theories is the avalanche hypothesis. Advanced computer simulations and analysis of the terrain and weather conditions have suggested that a specific type of avalanche, a slab avalanche, might have been responsible for the hikers' untimely deaths. This theory proposes that specific environmental conditions, combined with the hikers' actions, may have triggered a deadly snowslide. This could explain the severe internal injuries, the strange state of undress, and the chaotic abandonment of the tent. Despite these new insights, the debate continues. Some experts remain skeptical of the avalanche theory, citing inconsistencies and lack of physical evidence at the time. Others have proposed alternative explanations, ranging from natural disasters to secret military tests. As of now, the Russian authorities have officially endorsed the avalanche theory, but for many, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an open case, with questions still outnumbering answers. The modern investigations into the Dyatlov Pass incident represent a fascinating blend of historical mystery and cutting-edge science. Yet, even with today's technology, the shadows of uncertainty continue to linger over this tragic and mysterious event. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the investigation into the Dyatlov Pass incident, bringing new attention and resources to this decades-old mystery. This reinvestigation led to a significant conclusion. An avalanche was the most likely cause of the hikers' deaths. Utilizing modern technology and updated meteorological data, the investigators focused on the possibility of a slab avalanche. This type of avalanche occurs when a layer of snow collapses and slides down the slope, a phenomenon that could have been triggered by the hikers' activities or natural conditions. The theory suggests that the hikers, having inadvertently set up their camp on a slope prone to such avalanches, might have been caught off guard in the middle of the night. The impact could explain the severe internal injuries suffered by some of the hikers. Support for this theory comes from various sources. The location of the tent, the pattern of the injuries, and even the state of undress of the hikers align with known behaviors and outcomes in avalanche incidents. Experts in snow science and avalanche dynamics have contributed to this theory, using simulations to recreate the likely scenario that night. They propose that a combination of factors, including the cutting of the slope for the tent and the accumulation of snow, led to the deadly avalanche. However, this theory is not without its critics. Some argue that the lack of obvious avalanche signs when the tent was found, and the nature of the injuries, do not entirely fit the typical aftermath of an avalanche. Despite these counterarguments, the 2019 investigation officially endorsed the avalanche theory as the most likely explanation for the tragedy that befell the Dyatlov group. The avalanche theory has added a compelling chapter to the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident. It offers a plausible explanation, yet it also leaves room for questions and further exploration into this enduring mystery. While the avalanche theory holds ground, the Dyatlov Pass incident is a mosaic of mysteries, each piece more intriguing than the last. Let's journey into the realm of the unexplained and the bizarre. Imagine winds so fierce they can knock you off your feet, known as katabatic winds. These are not your ordinary gusts. They race down mountain slopes with such force that they can turn a serene night into a nightmare. Could these powerful winds have swept through the Dyatlov camp, causing chaos and disorientation? It's a theory that brings nature's raw power into the spotlight. Now, let's delve into something you can't hear but can feel: infrasound. These low-frequency sounds, caused by natural phenomena, can induce anxiety, nausea, and even terror. Did the Dyatlov group fall victim to an invisible enemy? An infrasound-induced panic could explain their frantic escape from the safety of their tent into the deadly cold. The Cold War era was rife with secret military activities. Could the hikers have stumbled upon a covert operation or been accidental witnesses to a military test gone wrong? This theory takes us down a path of espionage, secrets, and government cover-ups. And then there's the most outlandish theory of all. Eyewitnesses in the area reported seeing strange orange spheres in the night sky. Could these be linked to the hikers' fate, alien intervention, or a natural phenomenon? This aspect of the mystery adds a layer of cosmic intrigue to the story. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains a tapestry of theories, each as compelling as it is confounding. As we search for answers, we tread a line between the known and the unknown, the earthly and the otherworldly. What do you think happened on that fateful night at Dyatlov Pass? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. As we reach the end of our journey into the heart of the Ural Mountains, we're left with more questions than answers. The Dyatlov Pass incident, a tapestry woven with threads of mystery and tragedy, continues to captivate and baffle. This story isn't just a cold case from the past. It's a reminder of our endless quest to understand the unknown. It resonates with adventurers who respect the might of nature, mystery enthusiasts who seek the truth, and scientists who challenge the boundaries of what we know. The legacy of the Dyatlov Pass incident transcends decades. It's a cautionary tale for adventure seekers, a rich case study for scientists, and an enduring enigma for detectives and storytellers. In the silence of the Ural Mountains, the whispers of the past still echo. What happened on that fateful night in 1959 remains locked in time, an enduring mystery that continues to haunt and fascinate us. As we close this chapter on the Dyatlov Pass incident, the story is far from over. Now, it's your turn to join this ongoing investigation. What are your thoughts on this enduring mystery? Do you have a theory that could shed light on what happened to the Dyatlov group? Share your insights and theories in the comments below. If you're intrigued by mysteries that defy explanation, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us unravel more stories like this. Stay curious and keep exploring the unknown. Thank you for watching, and remember, every mystery holds a key to a new understanding. Until next time.